Okay, so today we're going to be moving the spine. We're going to start just by planting the feet down about hip distance and softening the knees. Morning, guys. Morning, Jane. Morning, Lisa. Okay, soft knees, soft tailbone. Shake out the arms. Relax the arms. Okay, we're going to just begin with some gentle twists. So just start small, okay? Let's just get a little bit of energy going in the body. So as you twist, then we can start to pick up the foot that you're turning away from, and you can make it a bit bigger. So your arms are relaxed, and you might start to notice that twist going on, gentle twist, and starting to warm up those muscles alongside the spine. Hopefully you've got lots of room around you so you can move nice and freely. It's a good one to really get the energy up this. So the arms are completely relaxed as you twist, and can you feel the air moving across the skin? Can you start to drop into your breath? Maybe it's becoming a bit deeper as you move, as you get the energy up. Movement and breath. Good. Okay, we're going to slow it down. Slow it down, slow it down. Come to standstill. Okay, feet planted down, hip distance apart, knees soft. We're going to roll down, chin to chest. Just trail the fingertips down the fronts of the legs. So thinking about rolling down from the neck and then into the mid-back. Bend your knees even more. Mid-back rounding. Maybe you're coming down to the knees. Maybe it's comfortable to come all the way down into a forward fold. Keep the lower back long. You don't have to excessively round into the lower back. And then rolling back up, so ground into your feet to roll back up. Use your legs, okay? So really sort of press into the feet to use the legs to roll back up. Maybe you can get a sense of your glutes helping you. We're going to do that 2 more times, nice and slow. Take a breath at the top. As you breathe out slowly, you're just going to roll down, and then just keep the breath going, nice and slow. So can you start to get a sense of the different vertebra of the spine, the different parts of the spine? Press into the whole of the feet as you roll back up. Press down into the heels. Use your legs, there's strength in the legs as you roll back up. Good, 1 more time. Take a breath at the top. In through the nose, exhale slowly. Rolling down. So it's gentle. You don't have to go all the way down. You might stop halfway. See how it feels. You're being guided by sensation in your body. And that is something that I just say over and over in my classes. Be guided by sensation in your body. If something doesn't feel good, back out of it and don't do it, okay? Okay, knees soft, shoulders soft. We're going to take it over to the side now. So another long, slow inhale through the nose. As we exhale, we're going to take a side bend. So we're just really bending the spine, flexing it sideways. Shoulder moves towards the hip. Good. And you might feel that opening across the other side of the body, the left side, if you're going the right way. Okay, let's go back up. So stacking the vertebra. Take a breath. In through the nose. Exhaling as we take it to the other side. Good. Again, you don't have to go to your maximum. We're just easing into a stretch and opening across the side of the body, coming back up to centre. Okay, we're going to do that again. Over to the side. This time we're going to float the arm up. So if you're going to the right, the left arm floats overhead, and you get even more of a stretch across this left side of the body. Knees are really bent, okay, they're soft. So the lower back is pretty neutral. So we're going the other way. Float the arm over the head. Open up the side of the body. Good. That's great. Coming all the way back up. Last roll down. Shake out the shoulders. Roll back down. We're going to go all the way down this time as far as is comfortable. And then we're going to lightly step back to tabletop. So you can just step the feet back in space and lower the knees down to the ground slowly. And we're in tabletop position. Plant the hands, plant the knees down. Get a nice, firm, stable base of support here. Okay, so this is obviously one of the more traditional ways to move our spine in cat-cow. So we can do it in sections. So we're going to start from the lower back. We're going to start by tipping the tailbone up and then peeling through the spine so that the chest drops down, and then lift the head last. And then we're going to work from the lower back again, rounding the lower back, rounding the mid back, rounding the upper back, and then the head comes down last. So we're starting to move the spine in a wave-like motion. Let's do it again. So lower back moves first, tailbone tips up. And you can think about working one vertebra at a time, so you're getting to know your spine, and you'll feel the parts that are harder to move separately. The head comes up last, and then we'll round. So from the lower back, see if you can keep the head up till the last moment. If this is uncomfortable on your wrists, you can be on your fists. You can also be on your forearms. Good. Let's bring in the breath. Make it a bit quicker. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale as you round. Couple more, okay? Inhale, you can move a little bit more freely now, but see if you can keep it in that wave-like motion. Long, slow inhale through the nose. Long, slow exhale through the nose. Last one. Lifting the tailbone, peeling through the spine all the way up to the head, crown lifts, and then exhale, round. You don't have to round excessively into the lower back, just maybe focus on that mid-back area. Good. And then come back to neutral. We're going to wag the tail like a dog. So just moving, shifting the hips from side to side. So that's your lower back moving, your pelvis, your hips, shifting from side to side. This is really nice movement for the lower back. Very restorative. And we can then make that a little bit bigger. So we can start to shift the ribs in the same direction in the shoulder as the hips. So it's like we're coming back into that side bend. As the hips shift one way, the shoulder moves in that same direction. And then we come back to centre and shift the hips over. So say your hips are shifting to the right, then you're looking to the right over your shoulder and your shoulder is squeezing towards your hip. So we're getting this side bend again. So can you move that from one side to the other? Hip moves to the left, shoulder moves back, and you're looking over your left shoulder. And just moving from one side to the other to really move your spine and stretch it out sideways in a way that feels comfortable and good. Keep the breath flowing. Couple more. Good. Come back to centre. Can you draw a circle with your tailbone? So you were just wagging your tail from side to side. Can you now draw a circle? So it's going up, down, side to side, round in a circle. So you're circling your pelvis. And then can you start to circle your rib cage? So it's almost like, I always feel like this is a bit like you're in a washing machine. Your rib cage is rolling around. Your arms are strong. So we're starting to move the spine in all directions. Take it in the other direction. Move the spine now freely in any direction it wants to go. So you might start to move into more of a cat-cow again. Side to side, rolling around. Just move your spine joyfully. Don't forget to breathe. See if you can get into all those nooks and crannies of the spine. that need to be moved and want to be stretched out. So just moving freely. Good. That's great. Okay, last one. Step the hands forwards. Step the knees back. Come into your half plank. Let's bring a little bit of load into the shoulders that we moved yesterday. So we are really resisting the ground, pushing the ground away. Load is good for the joints. Okay, so we're pushing the ground away, we're getting a little bit of load into the shoulders. We moved them yesterday, and then we're going to slowly lay ourselves softly onto the ground. Just lay yourself softly down. Bring the hands out into a cactus shape. You can rock the hips from side to side, and we're going to use that same wave-like motion to lift and lower, okay? So the hands, the palms are pressing down, and the arms are straightening and then bending as you lower. And think about that wave-like motion. So as you lift, as you press into the hands, keep the chin to the chest to the last minute. So you're peeling up, and then you uncurl the head. And then peel down from the navel. So the navel comes down first. Keep the head up. The chest comes down, the heart, the collarbones, the chin comes to the chest, and then the forehead's down. We'll do 2 more. So push into the hands. Your chin stays into the chest. You're rounding into your mid-back as you lift and then lower. Now, if this is too much, take the hands further away. You don't have to be up, so you don't have to come up very high. We're just finding that wave-like motion here. One more time. Lift. Head comes up last. Lengthen the spine and lower. Good. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Push back into a comfortable child's pose. So that might be with the hips high. You might want to use your hands as a pillow. You might have the hips towards the heels, the forehead on the ground, the arms alongside you. Find a comfortable resting position. Drop back into your breath. As you breathe in, notice the expansion into the back and the sides of the body. As you breathe out, notice the release. Long, slow inhale through the nose. Long, slow exhale through the nose. Good. Let's take one more conscious breath here. Long, slow inhale through the nose. Long, slow exhale through the nose. And then just use your hands to slowly press yourself back up to seated, onto your knees, or coming to a comfortable seated position. And just take a moment to see how the spine feels. Just checking in, how does your spine feel? How does the breath feel? Thank you for joining me again.